Ginger Snap, you are there, sir. Okay, I'm going to listen in. You do your thing.
Okay, so I'm talking to, what's your name?
Edwin.
Edwin. And Edwin is a anti-abortion Democrat.
Yes.
Catholic.
Yeah.
So a rare breed. I haven't met anyone that fits that description at all. So how do you feel?
Can you ask Edwin? Ask Edwin really quickly.
I'm very happy. I'm very excited. Now we have to take the battles to all 50 states.
Okay.
Ask him his ethnicity. Where is he? What is he? Hispanic American? Ask him.
Do you have a Hispanic background?
Yes, I am.
How do you think most of the Hispanic community feels about this?
There was actually this poll about 55%. More or less, Hispanics, when they're polled, they're actually the only ethnicity that tend to be against abortion, that either want severe restrictions or just ban it entirely. And it's only about between 40 to 45% of Hispanics that actually, are pro-choice. So when it comes to demographics, Hispanics tend to be pro-life versus, just being pro-choice. And obviously, all of that has to influence, they're Hispanics and also, in the countries. You really don't talk about, abortion or a lot. I mean, as right now, it's only feminism in Latin America that is really pushing that abortion.
Right.
Yeah, abortion debate. But most most people in Latin America, really aren't bothered by it.
Yeah.
Ask him what would make him a Democrat. What would make him vote Democrat if he's pro-life?
So with something like an issue as big as this, pro-life generally tends to be more of like a Republican position.
Yes.
So what makes you a Democrat that holds this position?
Well, first off, I come from a county, which is Robinson County, North Carolina, which is actually very racially diverse. We've actually have been Democrats. Well, I actually checked the demographics, and for every 3 Democrats, there is 1 Republican. And we also don't have no abortion clinic, which, if it's a county that's heavily Democratic, you would expect to see abortion, but that's not the case. So, there's this thing in which, there are still, pro-life Democrats, just that it's in the rural communities that are controlled by Democrats versus, the liberal cities.
But is it going to be hard for you to support an administration that is very against this view that you hold?
Well, actually, to be quite frankly, I actually did vote for Biden for president.
Okay.
However, I also did vote for Republicans at the federal level, which, the House of Representatives and the Senate. Because I just didn't like Trump at all. And that's the thing with a lot of pro-life Democrats is that they do not like Trump. However, they do want, abortion restrictions. So, sometimes we have to play along and, vote.
But ask him if he's glad that because of the appointees from Trump to the court that we have this ruling.
Really have that much control. However, after this, I really feared that the Democratic Party, will be more pro-abortion than anything else.
So just to break it down a little bit, and I know you understand this, but with the justices that overturned, that only happened probably because they were appointed by Trump.
Yes, which, I actually hate to say, but thank Trump, only for once, that's the one good thing he did. Out of the whole mess, that's the really one good thing. I'm glad he did it.
Okay. Well, Steve,
what about gas prices? Ask him, was that another good thing? Just gas prices. Ask him, can you give him 2 good things? This, and abortion, and gas prices.
Okay. Well, can you give us 2 good things? Abortion and gas prices. They were a little bit lower before.
Well,
a lot of it.
The abortion gas prices.
Just 2 things.
Well, I mean, everything it is, it's the whole economy. The economy was going to hell, because of COVID. I do partially blame, the shutting down of businesses. I mean, I understand, why they did it, but come on, it's been 2 years. Open the country up.
You sound like a Republican.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I still support social welfare programs.
Okay.
Which is going to be now the bottom line for pro-life, for pro-lifers. Some pro-life Republicans, they're like, well, let's not focus on the government, but focus on nonprofits. However, the way I feel is that still government has an important role to play and help the lives. Now, I'm not saying to have a complete takeover of the government. However, what I am saying is that the government should just be there to support people.
Okay.
That should be the role of the government.
Gotcha.
Now some Republicans have a different view.
Right.
But that's them. I have my different view, which is why I'm proud to be a pro-life Democrat.
Like I've always said,
we do appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today. Really, thank you.
Thank you, Ginger Snap. And this is, like I've said, the Latino and the Hispanic and the Black voters in the Democrat Party, they are the only moderates left. And so you give me, you know this, you give me half hour with that guy, he will never vote Democrat again. I guarantee you. And the same thing happened when we went and we spoke with black Americans in the streets of Deep Ellum in Dallas. It just requires a little bit of education. That guy right there is a man precluded from voting Democrat if he fully understood the depths of their depravity.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.